Hello and welcome. My name is Zaffar Iqbal and you are watching the Mojo Story. Election Commission of Pakistan has disqualified former Prime Minister Imran Khan on charge of concealing assets in the Tosha Khana case, as it's called. A case was filed with the Election Commission of Pakistan against Khan, seeking his disqualification for failing to reveal the proceeds from the sale of gifts that he purchased at a discounted price from the Tosha Khana. Now, Khan has been extremely critical of the Election Commission of Pakistan. He has alleged that the Election Commission is biased and biased against his party. He's also been mobilizing his supporters for some time now for a long march. He has not, of course, given the dates for those long march for that long march yet, but he has been talking about that in all his public rallies. To discuss this issue, we're joined by an eminent panel from Pakistan. We're joined by Ahmad Pansota, who is a political analyst. Imtiaz, a senior journalist, also joins us. And we are also joined by Maid Ali. He's a senior journalist. He also joins us from Pakistan. But starting with you, Imtiaz Saab, if I can, what is the situation in Pakistan right now? We believe that there have been some sporadic protests in some parts of the country. After this announcement, how has the situation been so far?
Yes, Tehreek-e-Insaf workers have come out in various cities of Punjab and KP, and that is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and in Karachi, protesting against the decision of the Election Commission of Pakistan. Election Commission of Pakistan has taken a strictly constitutional and legal route, confining itself to corrupt practices. The case of this Tosha Khana case, in which it found that Imran Khan did not declare his income and assets correctly. He made false statements, or he could not declare his assets. So, on the basis of that, Election Commission has disqualified him to remain member of the National Assembly. The provision under which he has been disqualified says that for the time being, it's a temporary disqualification. The case is being referred to for criminal proceedings because there is some money involved and some corrupt practice involved. And the government has indicated just now, the Interior Minister, that they will be proceeding against him and filing criminal cases. On the other hand, Tehreek-e-Insaf has decided to challenge this judgment, questioning the very authority of the Election Commission of Pakistan, that this is not a court and it cannot give such a judgment which is out of its scope. So they are challenging it in the court and on the streets. Tehreek-e-Insaf activists are warming up the streets. Imran Khan has so far not announced his date for the long march on Islamabad. It seems that government will be coming down very heavily against the protesters and would like to stop this protest in its initial stages.
So those were the pictures on the screen of protests by Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf leaders. In fact, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, who was the foreign minister in Imran Khan's government, also a key member of his party, has hit back at the Election Commission, totally dismissing the announcement of the Election Commission of Pakistan. This is what he had to say.
इमरान खान साहब पार्टी के चेयरमैन हैं और इंशाल्लाह रहेंगे। इस फैसले को हम समझते हैं इसकी कोई कानूनी हैसियत नहीं है, चुनांचे हम इसको चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। इसलिए इमरान खान ने मीटिंग को चेयर किया और जो हमारा शाम का इजलास होगा उसको भी इमरान खान खुद चेयर करेंगे।
Ahmad, Pansota, if you can clarify for our viewers, this disqualification is just for this assembly, the ongoing assembly, or for the next assembly, which will come into which will come into force after the elections, or this is a lifetime disqualification. There seems to be some confusion here because Imran Khan is already not present in the assembly, neither are his members. So clearly, what does it mean if it only implies to this very assembly for which Imran Khan is not a part of in any case? Okay, we seem to have some internet connection problem there. But Maid Saab, if I can ask the same question to you. Okay. Maid Ali, can you hear me? If the same question, if I'm asking to you that what does this disqualification mean? Is it for one term or is it for the next term, uh, or there is some clarity that's still needed on that? Okay, we seem to have some connections with the line of our other guest also. But Imtiaz Saab, coming to you, you can perhaps throw some light on this. You already indicated that it is perhaps for this assembly only, for which Imran Khan is not a part of in any case, neither are his members.
You see, there are two interpretations coming out. The law minister had said that it is for 5 years. So far, we haven't seen the detailed judgment because it has not been still issued. Though some parts of it were announced by the chief election commissioner. So since one member was absent, so it took time or taking time to release the whole judgment. Generally speaking, uh, it should be confined to this assembly, but it can be assumed that it can be for 5 years. But that matter has to be decided or will be decided by the High Court and finally the Supreme Court. Because jurisprudence in Pakistan is very dangerously set against Mr. Khan as well. Given the case of the past of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who was disqualified for the whole life for not being honest and and clean. Uh, so that can come also a very bad precedent for Imran Khan. And this matter is to be decided by the High Court and the finally Supreme Court.
So
And
it has
if
been
we
kept.
go,
It has been kept ambiguous for courts to take a decision in this regard.
yes, basically the matter will be decided in the court. The court will also look into the proceedings or decision of the Election Commission of Pakistan, and then also the government will become party to it and other people that he may be, since he has not remained honest or straight, which is called Sadiq or Amin, truthful and honest, so he may be disqualified for a whole life. And you remember that Mia Nawaz Sharif, who was the president of Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, was also disqualified to continue as the president of the party. So Imran Khan can also face the similar fate. But it is yet to be seen. This will be long haul in the first in the High Court and then the Supreme Court. But this case is almost uh, an open and shut case because all documents are on record.
Okay.
And
Uh,
what the Election Commission has based is based on the facts submitted by the Mr. Khan himself,
okay.
like
Ahmed,
like his declarations, like
right.
before the Election Commission.
Okay, right. Ahmed Pansota, can you hear us now? Okay, we again seem to have some internet problems there. Uh, Imtiaz Saab, how much of a setback is it for the PTI as a party and for Imran Khan? Uh, as a leader who has a popular support base in Pakistan. He has been doing rallies and generating lot of enthusiasm on the ground, lot of people coming in his rallies, and he has been able to garner a lot of support. How much of a setback this particular uh, you know announcement today can potentially have on his party and on the credibility of Imran Khan as a leader?
You see that I don't think his party followers, who in fact follow a kind of cult of Imran Khan, and to them he is a messiah and is infallible and is above and everything. So I don't think that, much of that following will be affected. However, the government side or the allied parties in the government will have a counter narrative now, that the man who has been calling everybody thief has turned out to be himself a thief. In Urdu, they will say, चोर भी कहता चोर हो चोर. So they have found a counterpoint against Khan. But this will have very serious political implication for the country's future of politics.
Yes.
Because even if you disqualify legally or technically a leader on such grounds, their followers do not accept. Mr. Bhutto continues to lead and guide and inspire his party, the PPP. Mr. Nawaz Sharif still continues to guide his party despite being barred from heading his party. And similarly, I think Mr. Khan will continue to inspire and lead his party. His political role will not be over, but if his fate is sealed by the Supreme Court as well, then he will be out of parliamentary politics, or he will not be able to become a prime minister again.
Ahmad Pansota, do you think that it can go that far that Imran Khan can be disqualified for 5 years or for a life term? He will, of course, be a guiding force for his party, but he would not be able to lead the party as a prime minister in the future.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to clarify the disqualification bit. You see, he's been disqualified as far as the decision is concerned under Article 63(1)(p) of the Constitution of Pakistan. That only allows for the disqualification of the existing term. So let's say if the elections are announced tomorrow, then his disqualification ends. Secondly, the Election Commission of Pakistan, so as to say, is not a court of law. So the judgment which has been passed by this Election Commission, in my view as a lawyer, I believe it is a judgment which is legally and factually incorrect, and it reeks of vengeance, because Mr. Imran Khan had recently filed a reference against the Chief Election Commissioner before the Judicial Commission, Supreme Judicial Council. So in my humble view, he should not even have heard this particular and should not be part of this bench. However, he chose to go ahead. Now he has referred the matter to the Sessions Court to firstly decide whether this corrupt practice, so as to say, which is not a corrupt practice at this stage unless it is determined by a court. That is what the Constitution says, because under the Constitution of Pakistan, there are two. One is qualification and the other one is disqualification. Qualification applies before you get into the assembly. 63 talks about disqualification. Secondly, the verdict itself, if you read the last paragraph of that verdict, it is absurd to say that the Election Commission of Pakistan, a 4-member bench, is saying that a follow-up is necessary. You don't write that in judgments. It seems as if the Election Commission of Pakistan was personally pursuing this case against Imran Khan. On the merits, I would also like to state...
But isn't that perhaps deliberately putting in that ambiguity for courts to decide on the term of qualification, whether it's for one assembly term or for the next assembly or for the life term?
You see, courts have absolutely got nothing to do with it at this stage. Let's say if there is a declaration from the Sessions Court, then 62(1)(f) can be invoked. But at this stage, the Election Commission of Pakistan is trying its level best to also remain within its law, and at the same time cross the boundaries and try to disqualify Imran Khan in whatever capacity they can. And in my humble view, that they can't do it. So the reason why we're coming to the factual aspect of the case. You see, the factual aspect is that he did not declare his this income or the proceeds in his return of 2018. His response to that was that there is a bank account, and that bank account contains the money or the proceeds, and that is exactly what he was supposed to do once the tenure ends. because this is not the income tax return. This is talking about the returns that have to be filed with the ECP. Now, ECP at this stage cannot go beyond its power and start inquiring that what are the debit and credit entries of that bank account, and that's exactly what has been done. I can very safely state that this decision will be reversed in a very short period of time. Why? Because 13 decisions have been passed against Imran Khan and his political party by the Election Commission of Pakistan, perhaps the only political party which is facing this, and all 13 decisions have been reversed. I argued a case like a month ago before the Election Commission of Pakistan. We've been filing 10 applications every day to pass a decision in that, but the decision is not being announced. So in my view, I think the Election Commission of Pakistan is targeting Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf in general and Imran Khan in particular. And in doing so, they are also employing tactics which in my view are not legal, neither legal nor constitutional. And I think this judgment will not stand in once it is challenged before the High Court and later before the Supreme Court of Pakistan.
Okay, Mohit Saab, can you hear us now? Yes,
if you can. A long time now.
Yes. Okay, we have been discussing this, but is this the -1 formula that a lot of people in Pakistan have been talking about? That's in play, that's in action now.
Well, I don't believe so, and I don't think so that it's a -1 thing. Though there's no doubt as far as Imran Khan's popularity is concerned, he's the most popular leader in Pakistan at the moment. But I don't think the way this case has sort of proceeded in the Election Commission, I just cannot cast a doubt on the decision or on the process when it started and where it ended. So I don't think so that any other forces at work here. -1 formula refers to I would say high-handedness of the establishment. I know the establishment and Imran Khan, they are at odds, but I don't think that the establishment is interfering in any way in the business of the courts.
But timing is very crucial. You would agree that Imran Khan has been saying that he will announce the date of his long march, and now this announcement has come. Is it probably to put pressure on Imran Khan to perhaps delay his long march or to stop it altogether?
Yeah, one can doubt that. The timing is again, yeah, it is very crucial. But there are more cases which are in the pipeline against Imran Khan, especially the foreign funding case, and there are other cases. And as my colleague has just said, Imran Khan has an open field. He can go to the High Court, which he will today, maybe to the Islamabad High Court and then to the superior courts to challenge this decision. But as far as I know, as far as my knowledge of the Constitution and the Election Act I think the decision will not be easy to be turned down by the High Court.
Okay. Imtiaz Alam, there's a lot of talk about a level playing field. Nawaz Sharif was disqualified and now Imran Khan has been disqualified. Is it all a process to bring back Nawaz Sharif into Pakistan politics and for all of them to start afresh and to contest elections, next elections, Imran Khan as well as Nawaz Sharif, and a level playing field has been sort of established in Pakistan after this disqualification move?
I think this is laughable theory. Disqualifying Nawaz Sharif on whimsical grounds was unjust at that time. Now, how will the Supreme Court turn down or change its previous decision to create a level playing field? Number two, that if Imran Khan is disqualified, both Khan and Nawaz Sharif will be directly out of the electoral era. So it hurts both the parties. And now this is Imran Khan's turn. But what politically I see is that the kind of cult built or an alternative leader in Imran Khan built against the two major political parties of the old regime. Now the time has come to demolish that cult. And I think the process has started. It is a process of dismantling of Imran Khan's a cult. It has started now. And I don't think that there'll be more to it. Imran Khan might be arrested. And he has sent a video message to his followers that you may not listen to me for a while because they may arrest me anytime. And I think the cases are being registered on the basis of this decision, and Imran Khan may be arrested in those criminal cases.
But there were reportedly attempts made in the past also to arrest Imran Khan, but he's got such a massive support. People come to his home in Banigala, and it never happened. The police had to go back.
You see that this is a time for the government, that the government will take it a very a great opportunity to come down heavily. If they don't, I think that the government will be screwing itself. Though I won't be supporting any harsh measures against the protesters. This is their right to protest, and I am in favor of that. PTI remains in the political battle and political contest. It's a bad tradition in Pakistan, rather authoritarian tradition, to sideline or embargo the popular leaders. This has happened in the past. This is happening now. I see it in continuation of that. There shouldn't be shouldn't be foul play. Imran Khan should have all the right and opportunity to defend himself before the court of law. But here, the problem is that the very big judgment, landmark, so-called landmark judgments given by the Supreme Court will come to hurt Mr. Khan.
But Ahmad, Pansota, is it inevitable for Imran Khan to give a call for a long march now? He has been disqualified and people are already on the road. Do you think that there would be more chaos in the foreseeable future in Pakistan?
To be honest, after today's decision, I believe there is a lot of chaos which is expected, and as we've already seen, especially the motorway leading from Lahore to Islamabad is already, there are a lot of problems on that motorway. And apart from that, even otherwise, people have started protesting, and I expect them to protest peacefully. But yes, people are charged up. The crowd is charged up. Secondly, when you draw parallels of Imran Khan with Nawaz Sharif or any other political leader, I think it's a mockery of justice, or it's a mockery that one starts drawing parallels between. Nawaz Sharif was not only disqualified initially, was later convicted in a national accountability case. But as far as Imran Khan is concerned, there is a concerted effort being made, and I don't know by which forces. This is also in continuation of the same political thought that exists in Pakistan. Initially, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was also convicted by a court of law, but that judgment was never respected till date. I don't respect that as a lawyer. Then you move on, Nawaz Sharif, no matter how good that judgment was, but I am a firm believer that a political person must not be convicted or removed from courts like that. He was a popular leader at that time. And similarly now Imran Khan, there is an effort which is being made to keep the political forces out of the political arena. And if you, as Imtiaz said, I agree, if you start putting everybody in the same plate, you will be left with nobody. So to be honest, as far as Sadiq or Amin is concerned, in the present times, Asif Ali Zardari appears to be the only political leader who's Sadiq or Amin. And you see, the moment I mentioned that, Imtiaz Saab's laughter says it all. So my argument would be that you don't drive political people out of the political arena. You let them contest. People vote for them. That's the preface of the Constitution. People rule the Constitution. People rule this country. They vote for them. You cannot sort of drive them out technically. And the same is the case with Imran Khan. Imran Khan, I believe, is the only leader who has been appearing in courts since the last so many years now. He's not gone out of Pakistan. He's not run out of Pakistan. Even if the courts are sort of pro Imran Khan, even in that event, every day, as part of his legal team, every day we appear for him in various courts. He's almost appearing on daily basis. So my argument would be that this is a concerted effort, an attempt to keep these people busy in these areas and not let them do politics. The political forces need to unite against a common factor, and the common factor needs to be eliminated. It's not the political forces that from time to time we keep eliminating them. This is high time that all the political forces join hands against one common.
Mohit Saab, do you agree? Imtiaz Saab, before coming to you, Mohit Saab, do you agree that there's a concerted effort, a pattern to keep political forces out of the arena, keep them engaged with the courts and cases, and keep them away from politics?
Well, what goes around comes around. No, it's like a boomerang. I totally agree, completely agree with Ahmad Saab. He's right. He's right. We can. I'm quite critical of these articles, all these articles pertaining to one's character. It's very difficult to assess someone's character, and there are many people who do not stand up, who do not come true to these articles, and it is very I think it is unfortunate to assess people filtering them through these articles which have been introduced by a dictator. I completely agree with Ahmed Saab, but it's been happening when this was happening to Nawaz Sharif, and in a very absurd manner. He was disqualified for something that he never did, he never had done. Now it has boomeranged, I think. At that time, I remember the establishment, which was very keen to bring Imran Khan into power at that time. They were very happy that they had managed something with the connivance of the court, and I will not mince my words. It was done with the connivance of the court. At this point in time, now it's not been done with the connivance of the court or the election commission, but it is the repeat of the same thing. As the courts the courts work under precedence, and there's a precedence in this regard. So I think the matter is still sub judice and will be sub judice, and I won't comment what will happen in the Islamabad High Court when the PTI decides to take the matter to the High Court. But it is something that they have celebrated a few years back. Now they are very critical of it. And as Ahmed Saab put it, I think it is about time that all the political forces sat together and found a way out of this mess, which might lead to, in this case, I'm quite apprehensive that in this case, in Imran's case, it could lead to chaos in the country, and that chaos is something that Pakistan doesn't afford at this point in time.
Okay. So before we wrap up, last word to you, Imtiaz Saab. Would you agree that it could lead to a chaos and the country cannot afford that chaos at this point in time?
We have seen such upheavals and chaos in the past. What makes me worry about the situation is that Mr. Khan's position is not democratic. His main thrust is winning over the military establishment to bring him back to power. That is his narrative. That is his main emphasis, which disappoints me in his leadership or about his leadership. The best thing is that all the politicians should go back to the parliament and put a hold on establishment's role, push it back, and work for the supremacy of the parliament and sovereignty of the people. When the army is declaring that we have got nothing to politics now, it's a welcome statement. But it has to be put into practice and done in a practical way. So for that to happen, Imran Khan should have gone back or should go back to the parliament instead of asking army that it should leave its neutrality behind and bring it back. So that's a very pro-authoritarian and a very undemocratic position. So let him take a democratic position, what Mr. Pansota is suggesting. That, okay, we the politicians, we the parliamentarians, and we the Parliament of Pakistan decide that yes, here is this parliament which is sovereign and which will decide the uh, direction of Pakistan and destiny of people of Pakistan, not any army general or not any chief justice or anybody else.
Okay. Well, interestingly, it's come on a day when Army Chief General Bajwa has reportedly said that he's not seeking an extension. Today, he is told some select people in a gathering reportedly that he's not seeking an extension and army has no role in politics. But that brings us to the end of the discussion. Thanks to all our panelists for joining us. That's all we have in today's show. Thanks for joining.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.